Well, hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to another day in the life and a vlog in Maine. Wow. So we had a little bit of a storm last night. Much of New England and much of the Northeast has experienced this massive storm front that's come through. Put this hood back on. I'm gonna get over here and clean up around the motorhome. While I'm at it, it's a perfect opportunity for me to go back over and review again how we live in the winter up here in Maine. It's been awful cold up here over the last several days, excruciatingly cold. In fact, I've got a thermometer that I believe has read a -5-degree temperature overnight. I've seen it at -1 in my car, so incredibly cold, and yet no pipes are freezing. We're staying very warm in the motorhome. So I'm gonna go through that again, and this is just gonna be a day in the life. This is how we live, this is what we're enduring, this is what we are experiencing. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. But the first thing we gotta do is we gotta get rid of this snow off the car. I've already done some of that because I had to upload a video this morning. So I had to get some of the snow off to get down to my internet source so that I could get it uploaded. And also I've got to clean off sort of our porch area next to the motorhome. I gotta go put some gloves on and grab the shovel, and we're gonna get started. Okay everybody, it's a bit of a mess back here. When you set up for winter, you pretty much set it, leave it, clean it up in the spring. But I forget what this is called. I took a huge roll of this up for like 20 bucks at the Home Depot. It's just a thin piece of insulation. Now I'll talk about this first because my water bay here, where my black and gray water is emptied, this bay here is not insulated. Some motorhomes and maybe even RVs, this bay is insulated. This one is not. So I just got a thin piece of insulation here that sort of separates all of the water lines as well as my tanks, which is what you see here. This is exposed and this is exposed. These are tanks, and it separates it from the bottom, and so the heat from the coach itself heats this bay up, and then I've got this separating it from the air below, and I think it actually works. So this is actually the useful little tool, and I just cut it out to fit my little area. Just a little insulation barrier works perfect for us, even in, you know, sub-zero temperatures. As you can see here, I've got a light source. And this source, of course, keeps it a little warmer down here than it otherwise would be. And I keep that right at the hookup for my water line into the motor coach. And the water line itself, as you can see here, this blue cord, I hope you can see, yeah. This blue cord here is actually a heated water line. That's what you see all running through here because I've got extra line. But that's actually a heated water line. And it will maintain temperatures of 65 degrees inside the water line itself, and it's supposed to be good down to -40 degrees. I've never tested it that cold, I've never seen it that cold here, but it's never failed me. It's an amazing piece to your winter RVing kit. If you're going to RV through any type of cold weather, I strongly encourage you buying one of these. You hook it up to an electrical outlet and you're set. It's just the most amazing tool. It keeps water running to your coach even in the harshest conditions. Let me reiterate, we just went through zero, sub-zero temperatures, right around in there, single digits at least. Never had any water issues. This is a small, like 250 watt heater itself, a little space heater. I haven't had to use this year because I've got the house heat running. Let's close this back up. Okay, so let me explain it. I've explained it in a video before, but I'm going to explain it now. We may have new viewers and new subscribers that are interested in what we're doing, so let me explain it now. I run a space heater, an electric space heater that works really like a dehumidifier. It sucks the moisture right out of the interior of the cabin, out of the coach. And that's very important because actually propane heat is a wet heat. It's a moisture-ridden heat. So whenever you're using your propane tank to heat your coach, you are adding moisture to the air. Just the same as if you were taking a hot shower and all that steam's letting off into the coach itself. So a way to reverse that, and actually what you're noticing a lot now in a lot of motorhomes and RVs, is it comes standard with an electrical heat source, and that actually is very useful. We installed ours. You can't winter, I don't think, without one, unless you have a dehumidifier. But this, heats as well. That's a huge area of concern for people. They're worried about the moisture inside the coach during the winter and, wet, dripping walls and all of that. The way around that, I'm telling you, an electrical heat source, and use that as a supplement. And while I'm on that subject, your regular heat source is the key. They build these coaches to endure a certain amount of winter mix. And as long as you can afford the propane, you should be okay. It'll keep your water lines and it'll keep your house quite comfortable. And so between those two, our electrical source and our propane source, we are actually just fine even in, again, sub-zero temperatures. The benefit that we have, our propane is delivered to us. We never have to move the coach. And the price for the propane is so cheap, I'm not even going to repeat it here, but it's astronomically lower than anything you can buy that I've experienced at an RV place to refill. We can go in the coldest of months. It looks like I can go about a month on our 80-pound tank, which is 35 gallons. It's sufficient for us. Now remember, we don't have any slides and we don't have much square footage in here. Just take that as a baseline. Don't take that as the answer for you, because if you've got a bigger coach and it burns more, it's got more BTUs, it's going to burn out faster. So that is precisely how we endure the winters here. So keeping your water lines from freezing, keeping your home comfortable for your family. Two things that are very important, and we do it rather easily, so you can do it too.